Washu.
He's alive. He's alive.
Hello everybody, Washoot here, and welcome back to a Washoot update video. My goodness. Hello, how are you? Are we still friends? It's been so long, I feel like I haven't been able to say anything in like forever. I was looking up, the last time I played any commentary or gameplay on this channel, it's been like 40-something days. I am so sorry. It was such a weird combination of the computer breaking, and then I ordered it at a really inconvenient time, and it got really back-ordered. It took so long for them to be able to build my computer, it's not even funny. But this time, I got a brand new computer, it's pretty spiff. Looking down at it, they gave me a little remote. It's one of them fancy ones, ooh, that lets you switch around the colors on the LED screen or whatever, so you can like have it be pink or blue or red or green or whatever. I already lost the remote, so it's kind of just stuck on blue for right now. So maybe I will spend some time and look for that remote. But right now, that's not the priority. This update video, that's what the priority is. You might have already noticed, by the way, if you look down and see. Baka Washu, who the hell is this weeb? Oh god, why are you changing your name? Dude, I like you being Washu. So let's talk about that just real quick before we get into like the actual update situation. So for the longest time, I've had a channel on YouTube since 2013, and even back in 2013, there's another keyword that's being used very actively for Washu, and it's the Washington University in St. Louis. And I always kind of feel like just a little bit awkward because it's like, I don't know, it's been a childhood nickname forever. So it's just like, that's why I want to go by Washu. And that's like the name that my friends knew me as. And, you know, you would like make the little character's name in your video game. And I've always been Washu. It's a little bit weird to have to change it, but it just gets so intermingled in something called the search engine optimization or the SEO. I type in Washu, and if I have an upload, I'll be at the very top. But then right underneath it, there'll be all of these videos like recommending like my first dorm year at Wash U. And, you know, I'll like upload a video and it'll just be recommended in the sidebar. It's like, I just need to separate this once and for all. And what's the weebiest way that I could possibly do it? I know, let's just add like a Japanese word to the name, Bakawashi. You see, it makes sense. Like some people describe themselves as having like brown hair or blue eyes, and some people are just idiots. And I feel like that's probably the best way to describe me. So Bakawashu it is. You are free to continue calling me Washu. That's how I'm going to introduce myself still. I'm not going to be like, hey everybody, Bakawashu here. Are you serious? But I was looking up in other situations. It turns out that that's kind of free for use. So I've already switched over a lot of the social media things that I totally use regularly over to Bakawashu, and hopefully we can go from there. Sorry if that bugs anybody, if it's just like changing your name without telling anybody. Dude, I wanted to. I just couldn't update my fucking channel. Alright, so Merry Christmas to all those who decided to celebrate or do celebrate or could or whatever. If you got really something fun for Christmas, be sure to let me know what you got downstairs. And by downstairs, I definitely mean the comment section. I got a couple pretty cool things for Christmas. We celebrated with the fam. Sisters came in from out of town. One of them brought their man. The other one didn't bring theirs, but it's because they're not married. Yeah, I got some pretty cool stuff. I got, what's his name? It's kind of a pretentious book. It's like over here. Okay. First book I got. The Silver Way, Techniques, Tips, and Tutorials for Effective Character Design by Steven Silver. That name sounds familiar. I don't know how many people are, like, super into Western cartoons on this channel, but he was the one that made Kim Possible. So it's been very interesting to leaf through that book. It was a little expensive, so I'm super grateful for that one. I kind of have this running thing every year where one of the gifts that I ask for is one of the art books of the Studio Ghibli movies. I think this is like year number 4 or 5 or something. I have Spirited Away, Howl's Moving Castle, and Princess Mononoke. I think I asked for Princess Mononoke first because that movie is just freakishly amazing. But guess which one I got this year? It was Porco Rosso. If you've never seen that one's great. I asked for Kiki's Delivery Service, but evidently that was all sold out, but that's okay because Porco Rosso is amazing too. And I also got a granite, what do you call those? Pestle and mortar for being able to like put some spices together. And it was kind of funny. We were all opening up all the gifts together, and like my little sister asked for like these little tiny really specific spoons. It's like 1/32nd of a tablespoon or teaspoon or 1/64th or something. These little tiny like microgram types of thing. And I'm asking for a pestle and mortar. And my other sister's husband was asking for like all this gun stuff. It's like, dude, is the FBI like put us on a list for like drug busting or something? Are we just gonna be like, Merry Christmas, we're breaking into your house to see if you're a mass drug operation? It was just, I don't know. It just felt like it was kind of is it Christmas or coincidence type of situation. Yeah, this whole month has just been a freakish month of spending. My computer obviously finally came in. The Ergotron arm for my Cintiq came in. God, my wallet is on fire. Would you like to see a picture? So now, like, actually when I'm drawing at my Cintiq, it can actually be at an actual drawing angle instead of just being crazy. I don't know, if you've ever seen or interacted with the stupid Cintiq stand that comes with it, it's like the weirdest angle imaginable. You can have it like being straight up and down, like you're painting it in oil canvas, or it can be like at this really unergonomic angle for your arm. Like, it actually will just make your shoulder rock hard. For the longest time, what I was wanting to do was just take the stand off and just hold the Cintiq, but it's just too big. So, but that is a totally random tangent that I probably shouldn't go too far on. It's been pretty cool though. So, anyway, the main event of this whole situation, the vote. I probably put a little thing if you wanted to skip to here. So let's talk about the options that we got for the God, when was the last time I had a vote for a game? It's been too long. So, option number 1 for the very next WashU vote it's been a very long time since we've had one. Very first option is called Walking on a Star Unknown. This is a cooking adventure game by Segawa, made in RPG Maker 2000. Has multiple story paths, 2 main endings, and lots of optional content. So, if that name sounds familiar, as it definitely should, this is the same creator who made Endroll and Fair Their City, 2 of some of my favorite games that I've played from RPG Maker 2000, or just an RPG Maker in general. They are very long games, so this would be a longer one. While traveling through space, siblings Fakuro and Eddie crash on an unfamiliar planet. There, they learn about the gourmet cooking tournament, which rewards the winner one wish. Aiming to win and have their ship fixed, they work with the couple of Kalpuka to make the best food they can. It's adorable. I remember at the very end of Endroll, there was a section of the bonus room where Segawa was talking about the character Gardenia, and he said that he or she, I'm not sure, I think Segawa might be male. It doesn't matter. Anyway, the creator of the game said that they were wanting to have a game be all about Gardenia, where she makes food and makes people feel better. So I'm wondering if this is kind of a offshoot of that original idea that they had. So in similar fashion, this game is played where you go from day to day, you got lots of optional content, and there's lots of just walking around and taking in all of the beautiful pixel world that they like to make. So if I remember correctly, there's like, when they say some optional content or lots of optional content, I mean, I don't think I've ever interacted with a creator of these RPG Maker games that has more optional content. I remember their bonus room in Fair Their City was like literally 2 hours of stuff that you could just go through and swip everybody. So I'm curious, because if they say lots of optional content, man, that better be pretty crazy. So let's move on to the next one. Option number 2. The highly anticipated, The Mystery of Files of Detective Inaba number 2. So this one, if you remember their names, they were Sogo Inaba and Nina Arimura and Seiya Harima. That was the doctor who wasn't the bad guy, but we kind of thought that they were. I don't know. Is that a spoiler? If you're here and you haven't seen that game, I guess I just spoiled a very tiny part of it. But you can go watch it and play it or whatever. But this is the story. The teaser for it. Detective Sogo Inaba received a request to take on an extramarital affair case from a woman named, oh my god, Nadeshiko Sakaki? Whatever. Nade. Where he was called over to her residence. Upon arrival, Sogo learned that the patriarch of the Sakaki household had committed suicide not long before his arrival. Now that the complex question of the family's inheritance has come to light, Sogo must struggle to find the bottom of it. What conclusion will Sogo come up with at the end? Oh no, not a situation where we're fighting over inheritance. My god, those people are the worst. It's definitely going to end up being a murder. Just watch. So, yep, the translators for this, who's I'm totally forgetting right now, and I'm very sorry, were definitely bothered a lot to translate this next one because everybody loved the first one. That was, the developer for this one was Sukiabar. So, yeah, I've been looking forward to this one a lot. So, I mean, obviously, I'm probably going to play all of these. It's just the order that they go in, so. And option number 3. Here we go. Feather of Praying. This is a Steam game that was, well, I guess, you know, on Steam that had been untranslated for a very long time. It just a cursory look at it reminds me a lot of Lushi, if you remember that game. But it seems like there might be a little bit more CG art with like actual full character portraits and maybe a little bit more, a bigger team working on it. So their name is Ning Bing Games. That's great. Everyone has their own story and also has a different fate from others. No matter how cruel the reality is, we all have the right to hope for the future. Look forward to, wishing that tomorrow will be later. Yo, please. Just reading the description of this kind of puts me under the impression that maybe this was not professionally translated. But you know what? That just makes it hilarious. So, is there more description about this? Oh. So, Ooh, okay. It doesn't have a time approximation for walking on a star unknown. If I were to guess, I would probably guess around 4 or 5 hours. That's about how long the other games were, but I could be wildly off. The Mystery Files of Detective Inaba was approximately 4 hours, and this one is approximately 2 hours. So if that factors in, I usually play about an hour or so at a time and then edit it, so they would probably be looking at, oh, I don't know, a couple weeks for each one. So, just to put it into your perception for when you're voting. So please let me know. I really do care. If you don't ever vote, it's anonymous. I won't even know. You could sneakily vote if you're just like wondering if, oh god, I really want to vote on this, but I just don't really want to participate in anything ever. Well, guess what? I'm not going to even know who you are. It's totally anonymous. So I'm going to keep this open, I don't know, for a couple days. I have a pretty good idea of what's going to win, but you know, it always surprises me. So that's it for right now. I just wanted this to be a quick update. I don't even know how long I've been going because I'm going to get right to work finishing Lonely Wolf Treat now that I finally have some free time and a computer. So that's it. Cast your votes now!